Okay, it is March 11th, um, and it's Sunday morning. I just woke up kind of sleepy, and I just got up and weighed myself because I like to do these videos and weigh myself if I can on Sunday mornings before I start eating and doing things for the day and all that good stuff. Um, just weighed myself and I lost 2.6 pounds, so roughly 2.5 pounds since last week, which is awesome. Got a little discouraged last week, even though I already know don't go by the weight, go by the inches. But like I said, in another video, me being a black and white person, kind of like to see number results. But I'm learning not to beat myself up so much if I don't see them. But still, it was awesome to see 2.5 pounds. I've lost 17.7 pounds so far. We are a little less than 1 week away from the end of phase two, and we'll be going into our reset. Previously, I was using the lightest weights possible in phase two, as it's such a kick-ass workout. Like literally, it will kick your ass. So I was using 5 pound weights, and my partner, she had already moved up to like 8 pound weights, and we have a set of 10 pound weights also. And what she said was she wanted to go to using the weights the way that they say to use them in like the not the cardio the cardio video to a lesser extent, and also like the strength upper or strength lower videos or whatever, where they say use 3 sets of weights. I've always used 1 set just because I was just like, I can't really do that, so I always used the 5 pounds. But she said she had done the video once where she did the switching back and forth on the weights like they said, and she really felt a challenge, like a difference in the level of the workout. And I said, okay, I'm gonna try it. So I tried it yesterday, and man, okay, so it was one of those hour-long workout days where you got to do two 30-minute videos. And one of the other things we learned is when they say do it in an order, do it that way. Because like if they said do cardio with like a strength upper or cardio with a strength lower or whatever the case is, I would always get the cardio part out of the way first, despite the fact that they said do the cardio second. And like it just dawned on us, like they're probably telling us to do it in that order for a reason. And what we noticed was we sweat a lot more in the cardio part. I guess it's like you're starting out slow and then you're building up, um, you know, doing the strength part and then building up to the cardio, instead of, building up really fast to the cardio and then slowing down. So it's like a steady gradual build up. So that's one of the things that we learned, is do it in the order that they say. But yesterday, like during the strength upper, I was okay for the most part switching back and forth, and my partner said I was crazy because I hadn't gone beyond 8 pounds. I hadn't gone beyond 5 pounds really. So if I was going to step up, do the 8 pounds and the 5 pound switch off, but don't incorporate the 10 because I'll probably strain myself. And I don't feel it this morning. I may feel it tomorrow because that's generally how my body works. Is 2 days after, that's when I start feeling the pain. But I really thought I was going to wake up in sections this morning, and it didn't happen. Um, but I did try switching back and forth, the light, the medium, and the heavy weights, and man, it really makes a difference. Like, I woke up looking at myself in the mirror, like, I really feel like I see a difference here. And my only regret is that I didn't push myself earlier in phase two. I was so concerned with doing it the way they said and doing it at the speed they do it, but it's much more important to intensify the workout by switching off the weights than keeping up the speed. And I just wish I'd learned that, earlier and adapted it earlier. So I'm gonna dedicate this last week to doing it, switching off the weights like they say. I was very tired, um, but it was manageable tired. Um, which is surprising. So the workouts that they have you doing, even though you're switching back and forth with the heavier weights, is not something that you can't manage. I definitely could have managed with more than 5. and I was really like, I really felt the muscle workout. Um, then in the cardio part, that's where I really struggled. Like I hit the wall then because I had done the 30 minutes before, and I would say about halfway through the cardio, which is the second workout, I was kind of done. Like I had light weights because they say use the light weight for the warm up part and then switch off to the medium weight. The medium weight for me is the 8 pounds, and I was literally dying. Like everything was slow. I could barely finish moves. And that was when I was like, okay, so for the cardio part, because it is like faster, more intense, I may want to stick to the 5 pounds for that. Like I can get through switching off the weights in the first video. The cardio, just knowing my limits, I can't do because, like I said, halfway through I was pretty much done. I wasn't jumping, you know, the way that I should. I wasn't moving, with the completeness. I was very kind of listless. It was rough. So I think I'll stick to the 5 for the cardio, where I can still, get my heart rate up and still build up a good enough workout and not strain myself or feel like death. Because I literally laid on the floor and called my partner and I said, wow, I feel like an asshole. Like I just killed myself. So probably not gonna do that again. So that would be my tip. But I'm down 17.7 pounds. Still got 25.3 to go. It feels like it's gonna take forever, but the crazy thing is, like, when you look at my body, it looks amazing. Like, even though my weight is up there, like, you can see the difference. Like, it's just amazing to me, man. Like, being able to wear pants I haven't in a long time and just looking great. So I'm working on tattoos because, I draw my own tattoos. I wouldn't say I'm an artist by any stretch of the imagination, but I do draw my tattoos. I draw my partner's tattoos, and then we take them in to an artist, and then they do it. But there's a tattoo I've always wanted to do. We're doing all this weight loss, not just to be healthy, but because we're going to London this year for World Pride, and we really want to look our best and just cut loose and be crazy and all that. So there's some tattoos I need to get. One of them is on my shoulder. I was working on that all day yesterday, but the one that has more to do with the weight loss, is the one I decided that I want to get on my side. And I don't think that I would have had the courage to get, because I've always wanted this tattoo and wondered where I was going to put it, and thought of a bunch of different places, and nothing really seemed fitting for me. And then I thought about it like maybe a week or so ago. It just hit me, and I was like, I want it on my side. And because, like, I lift my shirt up now, and I would do it here, but I'm not, a show off like that. But I lift up my shirt now, and I see my side, and I'm just like, man, I put in a lot of work to get my side to look like that, man. Like, I gotta do it. Like, it would just be like so hot, to me. So um, I'm excited to do that. And had I been the 193 that I was, with a very soft shape, like, I probably wouldn't do it there. But I feel like it's perfect there, and I feel good enough to actually get it there now. So that's another awesome thing, awesome benefit of the P.I.N.K method. But I'm still doing my photo documentary so I can see for myself how I'm looking in comparison, and really just accepting the whole fact that pounds is not everything. Because what I notice is, like, when I'm like poking at myself, like my stomach or something. First of all, when I'm doing workouts, you can feel your muscles working, which is the awesome thing. You're not just doing stuff and like, what the hell am I doing this for? Like, I don't feel any difference. You doing stuff where you feel your body like it's changing while you're doing it almost, but definitely after you settle down and rest for the night and you wake up the next morning, you can feel it, and it's awesome. And like, I'll be poking at my stomach or whatever and just feeling where it's a lot more taut and all that, and that's really exciting for me, after having tried so many things. And it's crazy because yesterday I was in our office, um, and I found a notepad of when I was trying to lose weight some other time. This was like 2 years ago. This was like 2 years ago, I would say. And I was, gosh, around the weight that I am now 2 years ago. And I was documenting the weight I was at, um, and what I was trying to do and how I felt and stuff like that. But just to see that 2 years ago I was this weight, it makes me wonder how in the hell did I get almost 20 pounds heavier? I mean, in 2 years, and I didn't even know it. Like, it wasn't like I was depressed or anything like that that I know of. Not like the time when I actually was laid off for a little bit and I did get depressed and gained a lot of weight. So it wasn't that time. I've been fairly active. Um, it's amazing how those pounds can add on and you don't even know it in like seemingly no time. But it's also amazing that the 2 years it took me to get up to that point and not notice it, I've spent about 6 weeks or so getting rid of that. So another testament to the P.I.N.K method. But that's really awesome. So um, I guess I'll check you out next time.